Macey Donathan, head women's volleyball coach here at the Air Force Academy. Thanks for the time. How was your summer?
The summer was great. We spent some time as a staff recruiting and doing some camps and getting a lot of future Falcons on our campus and our base. And our girls were busy just training, doing some CST, some ops, and our girls participate in Jacks Valley that last 3 weeks of basic training. They love heading the assault course. Some of them are more prone to go into the confidence course, but they spend a lot of time out there and just bringing in our next class.
You've seen it now. What does this do to an athlete, at an academy? Because they're not just concentrating on volleyball all summer long. They're helping teach other cadets how to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. As a coach, it's different, where summer's that time where they're resting and they're playing open gyms, and, that's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Here, they are working, they are spending all day training the future of our, USAFA classes, and volleyball, not that it's on the wayside, it's on the side, but they're still participating and doing it. But when we start practices, you can tell that, the rest isn't as much as you hoped it would have been, but they're still physical. They're in good shape, but now we're just trying to transition into that volleyball gym shape, and they're doing a great job.
How it's only been a few practices. I'm not sure. I'm not going to name a number, but how are they looking? Obviously, some of the freshmen are probably really tired from basic training, and how do you, as a staff, try and get them to get over that quickly? Because a couple weeks you're playing volleyball.
Yeah, we've really tried to hone in on what recovery looks like for our team, and as a staff trying to wrap that under our realm of responsibilities, because a lot of times that can get pushed off into the trainer's space, or just, hey, do this when you get home, or drink lots of water tonight. We wanted to wrap that under our umbrella a little bit more, so we have required recovery after practice that we all do together. Could be ice bath, could be foam roll, could be stretch, could be yoga, could be lots of different things, but we're throwing it all at them for the intention of showing them what it looks like to recover their bodies, especially with everything that they'd go through on a day-to-day basis. This last weekend was a silver weekend, and so we're practicing, we're live, we're in season, but they're having to go sleep at Jacks Valley, or they're having to go march and ruck and climb some mountains and work out with their squads, and then come down and practice, but they're tired. And so recovery's been it's just as important to us as practice is, as we manage their bodies, and just understanding that they are our most prized, not really commodity, but they are our most precious thing. They are my career. And so making sure that we're taking care of them and that their bodies are as good as they can be as we look to compete and prepare for some matches.
You lose Ella Shore from last year. That's the biggest name that people are probably going to miss out there on the court. How do you replace her and the others that have graduated? And are you looking like, I'm sure you got a good freshman class, but how's it looking?
Yeah, with Ella leaving, that's a big hole for our roster. Just her as a player, but also her as a person. She was a captain and a leader. And we spent a lot of time this spring just talking about what it looks like and sounds like to be a leader, and those who want to fill that space, this is what it's going to be like. And so we've had a great crew of kids step up from a leadership standpoint. And then from the gym perspective, from practice, we've got some young ones that are coming in and filling that space, I think, pretty nicely. And obviously when you look at that outside position that Ella was, that comes with passing, that comes with blocking, that comes with defense and serving. That's a full skill player who's playing all the way around. And so we're having to hone in on a couple key kids on all of those skills, and skills that maybe didn't come as naturally to them. But they're picking it up and they're playing, and we've got some arms. So I'm hopeful, and I think our offense is going to be a little bit faster as we go, and our passing gets a little cleaner. That allows us to be a little bit more speedy as well. So I'm looking forward to it, and honestly, there's nothing more fun as a coach to watch a young player develop, and I'm seeing that happen. Whether or not that comes with some wins, I think it will, but just watching them grow their game it has been really cool to see.
Final question, is there one particular area as you look back at last year that you feel like we've really got to shore this up as a team to get better?
Yeah, with how we're not a small team, but we're smaller than most, and when you're that small, there's a lack of physicality that can happen on the court. People can hit over you. There can be some things there. So for us, our offense has to be impeccable, and our passing has to be pretty tight. And along with that, if you can serve some teams off the court, that'll relieve some pressure on our side to score. But if the serve flies and we got to go play some defense, I think we're going to be okay. It's that first ball contact when they are serving to us, making sure we're clean as a passing group and we're running our offense in a clean way. I think we'll be okay. But that's hard to do. It's a very hard thing to do, to pass well and to be clean offensively. Everyone's striving to do that, but for us, it's priority number one.
Good deal. Macey, thanks for the time. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. We'll get this thing started.
Awesome. Thank you.